Hello everybody! Good morning! Welcome for this episode 1 of the Chakradventure special Egypt intercultural, let's say. So today we're talking about the root chakra. It's going to be a very interesting session. I'm going to try to do 10 minutes or so because I know your time is precious. However, there is such interesting information that I also want to make it a condensed recipe for healing. Okay, so let's start with the spiritual aspect or more symbolic aspect and directing to life and the body and stuff like that. Okay, so when you're talking about the root chakra, what does root mean to you? If you have a minute, take a paper and write, or you can pause the video and write all the definition that roots mean to you. The roots can be, of course, the roots of a flower. There is this expression that says, maybe you're looking in the branches for what only appears within the roots. The roots can be the invisible connections. And what else there at the base, of course, the root, physically the base of the spine in the chakra. And the roots can also be the culture. Okay, so today I wanted to make a little intercultural stories and aspects regarding when I bought these oils and when I went to Egypt. Because it was so funny, when I went to Egypt. So I go visit the Sphinx, and I get out the Sphinx, which is the topic of our painting today. Get out of the store, and I go to this shop, right? And these two guys, what was his name? I think, I don't know. I think, I don't want to make up the names, but they were super nice. There's these two guys, I think Youssef. There's these two guys there, and I get in the store, super nice. Hey, come here, my friend. Well, look at everything. Just put aside whatever you like, and then we'll talk about the price. Yeah, okay. I'm just looking. So of course, there's a ton of super cute stuff, but I'm not too much into decorations and little stuff, So there is this beautiful lamp, like an Alibaba lamp. I'm like, oh, I'm definitely gonna bring this. I like that. And a little snowball, for my son. That's about it. And then it's like, oh, are you here for the event? I'm like, yeah, I'm here for the event, the Yoso event. It's like, oh, Matthias. Oh my God, okay. He's my friend. Okay, he's my friend, so you're my friend. Like, hey, I'm gonna show you something, And then he's like, do you like art? I was like, yeah, I love art. I'm an artist. It's like, really? Okay, follow me. I'm gonna take you to like the secret room, right? Like he takes me to this room on the back of the store, and there's those papyrus, like, wow, amazing, beautiful papyrus, like everywhere. And then he turns off the light and they glow in the dark, and I'm just like, oh my God, like this is so incredible. So of course I'm gonna bring some home, right? When is it that you have the opportunities to be in Egypt and bring back some papyrus? This is not gonna happen again. So I pick a couple. I'm like, I'm gonna bring one for my mom, I'm gonna bring her for my house, and then maybe, I don't know, another one extra, whatever. So I buy this. Then he shows me some stones and stuff, and I'm like, yeah, okay, I'm on a credit card right now, so I'm on a budget. I'm not gonna go too crazy. I have the two stuff, a couple of papyrus, and that's it. He's like, okay, but hold on, let me show you something else. Like, he starts taking some artifacts, he's like, hey, look at this. I'm like, oh yeah, they're super cool and stuff. He's like, which ones do you like? I was like, oh, I like this one, and he puts them aside, and I'm like, no, I'm not gonna buy them. He's like, don't worry about the price. Pick everything that you like, then we talk about the price. So this is the Egyptian sales technique, right? This is where I'm going. I want to compare sales techniques from different countries. And so anyways, long story short, I buy all the stuff that is too much money for what I can afford. I buy it, I go back to my hotel, I try to go grab dinner, and I pretty much like my card is empty. Like I can buy food, and nobody is taking credit cards. In Egypt, I have my American Express, which I'm planning on spending all the trip on American Express. Nobody takes the American Express, and I have no more money on my visa. So I text him and I'm like, hey, I'm sorry, can I come back and return a couple of items? Like, I think I was a little excited, you know, on adrenaline, buying all this stuff. I need a refund for, you know, half of the stuff. No problem, my friend, come back tomorrow. Yeah, I go back, super nice. How are you? Come here. Okay. He sits me at the table. All right, what is your problem? I'm like, well, my problem is that I was thinking on using my credit card and no one takes it here. So the money I used with my visa yesterday, I need it back in cash so I can actually buy food here and go around and stuff. Okay, so your problem is that you need to use your American Express. You need cash. Like, yes. Okay, we're gonna find you cash. Okay. He gives a phone call. He's like, okay, my uncle, he has an American Express reading machine, so you're gonna go see him and he's gonna get you as much cash as you want. Oh, I'm like, really? Okay, cool. Thanks. So I'm like, so you're not gonna refund me my stuff? He's like, yeah, if you want to refund it, but wait. Like, you know, they're like, yes, but hold on. He takes me to his uncle. And it's literally the Papyrus Museum. And I look at him, I remember looking at him, I'm like, are you kidding me? Are you doing this to me? Like, you know, I'm broke, you're gonna take me there? I'm like, I'm not even looking. And I go there and it's literally like the most giant papyrus. Amazing. He's like, oh, look at this papyrus, the coronation of Isis. It's paint mixed with crystals. It's crystals paint. And I'm like, oh my god, so incredibly beautiful. I'm like, and so the uncle comes like, hey, close everything. He closed the stores, closed the curtains, bring her tea. I'm like, that's it, they're gonna get me. And he starts showing me everything, like all the Nile and stuff. He's like, okay, so which one you want? Like, no. Like, yeah, tell me which one you want. Don't worry about the price. We talk about the price after, as always. So I end up spending like $1,000 in the store. Like, you know, he's $500 for 2 giant papyrus. Plus he gave me a bunch of gifts and stuff. Plus then paying a little extra, he gave me a bunch of cash. So I don't regret it, honestly, because when am I gonna have the opportunity to go back and have these artifacts? Amazing, right? But I was just laughing because I was like, man, their technique is very, it's like you get in the store, you're not getting out of the store without buying anything, you know. It's like, yes, no problem, but look, we're gonna sell you this, we're gonna sell you this. And so they're super nice, super friendly, but they also have great product, you know. So the Arabs, when you go to Arabic country, it's always like this. It's a game for them, okay? So they love to negotiate, they love to bargain. When I was in Bahrain, it was the same thing. It's like you want to have the best price for the product. It means you're interested in the product. It's almost offending if you don't negotiate, you know, a price. It's a game. So they enjoy that, their way of making sales. Now, when you're in another country, like in Peru, they negotiate because they need money. They need to sell the product, but they don't appreciate it. They don't like that people are taking their price down. It feels like they don't recognize the value. They're super kind. They're super service oriented. So they want to make you happy. You know, they want to give you what you want, but they don't like it. So I recommend, if you go to Peru, don't negotiate the prices. It's money. You know, these artesanos, they're from the mountain, they come down to sell their product. They sell like a scarf or this stuff. They make a month to make one and they sell it for $30. Imagine a month of work to make one and they sell it for $30, $50. Like, don't negotiate. It's offending to their family and to their work. So when I go to Peru, I rarely, unless I'm buying, when I bought a bunch of jewelry that I wanted to include in my packs, I bought a lot. So when I bought a lot, I was like, okay, please, I negotiated the price. But when I just buy one or two couple of stuff, I don't negotiate because it's offending to their work and they need to feed their family. Okay, and it's also quality work. In France, in America, Germany, I think it's pretty much the price is the price. Okay, you don't even, I don't know, you don't go to Walmart and go to the cashier and be like, hey, $300 of groceries, can it be 150? Like, come on, man, like, you know. No, we don't do that. Russia, I don't know, maybe they're gonna kidnap your family. You know, so no, that was just the little intercultural highlight, you know, about the culture, the way to make sales, adapt your behavior, just like you adapt your clothing. You know, when you go to a different country, you cover your shoulders if you're in a Muslim country, and stuff like that. But also, what I appreciated when I was in Bahrain is that they had their own culture, but they were super respectful. As long as I was respectful, they were super, I could go out like this, you know. They were never like, oh, we can see your arms and stuff. If everybody respects each other, then the culture is enriched, and then maybe they will evolve in their culture as well, and I will evolve in my respect for other religions and stuff like that. Okay, so this was for the little story. Okay, so now about the oil, red amber. So this is actually amber, like the amber, the sap, right, from the trees that they heat very high until it becomes liquid. It smells really good. So the base, it's for the base chakra, right, the base of Set. So the root chakra is where your life force, right, your life energy is enters all along your kundalini, right? The kundalini symbolized by the snake, which is also the symbol of the medicine. So all these symbols, you find them in everyday life, in the medicine, in the caduceus, and all of this stuff, the life force. So this is good for all the matters related to earthly matters. So I was talking about money problem, manifestation, self-confidence, blockage. Also, if you have blockage on your root chakra, on your manifestations, it blocks your manifestations, right? On your self-confidence stuff. So through your senses, you open, you help your chakras flow. It's like, imagine a river and you have like branches and stuff blocking the river. If you're cleaning it, then the water will start flowing again. It's the same for your energy centers and your chakras. It smells good. I like it. I couldn't describe it. You're gonna have to come to the workshop to. It's not flower. It's like, it's not a wood. I just like it. It's different. And then another tincture that I want to introduce is the Uña de Gato. Actually, see, there's no coincidence that I'm taking this today because I have this dry socket. I have when you have a wisdom teeth removal, this is why I'm wearing my little amber and my little Tumi here, the god of medicine from the Inca, to help the healing, right, of my teeth. So the problem when you get your teeth removal, they tell you what to do, but they don't tell you why. So they're like, don't chew, don't spit, don't drink out of a straw. Okay, but why? If they would tell me why, that will help understand what not to do, because you actually, so it's a little gross. This is the grossest stuff I've ever done, like removing those teeth. This is just horrible. But red also, color of the blood. So let's talk about it. When you remove your tooth, you have an empty hole, right, in your gum. So this hole is going to be filled by blood, and this blood clot is what dries and heals and becomes a skin again, right? It dries in there and it heals the wand. But they don't tell you that. So when you have blood in your mouth, what do? You spit it. You want to remove it. So when you feel like you have something bothering you, you're trying to repulse it, right? So I didn't try to. It's just like I felt like I had something, and I just like took it out. And so then it's what happens, that you have an empty socket, that your bone is exposed, and it can get infected. So I'm on antibiotics, and just this morning I was like, oh, I'm also going to talk about the uña de gato, and there's no coincidence because I'm going to drink that as soon as I'm done with this video. The uña de gato is a Peruvian tree or root. It's actually a root that it looks like a little vine, right? Little branch, tiny, and it's got a little uña, a little claw, it looks exactly like a cat claw, right? And so out of that they boil it, and this makes uña de gato. And then when you drink it, it leaves like a coat. It's good for stomach issues. I'm gonna do a little gargarism. So it leaves like a coat to protect. Okay, so this is gonna help to the bone that's exposed to heal that, cover that. But there's alcohol on this one, so I don't know if it's gonna be really good. I'm gonna blend it with water. It's good if you find some that has no alcohol. Okay, the other one that is really good is called sangre de grado. It's a tree. When you cut the tree, you have this white liquid that comes out. It's pretty much a liquid band-aid, right? So if you take it and you have a wand, you put it on it, and it's going to dry over it, and it's good for the stomach. It would be really good for that as well. So these are all a bunch of natural healing remedies. So in terms of painting, what am I going to do? So I don't want to do the red traditional chakras like I did last year. I want to do the colors of the oils. Okay, so I'm gonna do, so the blue is already there, but so the throat chakra, because this whole Chakradventure is about expression, expressing, sharing the information. Okay, so it's my main dominating color, and then it's gonna be root, solar, heart. I'm gonna skip the blue because it's the throat chakra, because it's everywhere. No, actually I'm gonna do it. Throat, third eye, no wait, I missed one. Solar plexus, heart, throat chakra, eye, and this one is gonna be the crown chakra, the pyramid. Okay, so I'm still gonna have the 7 colors. So what is it gonna be? So my painting technique with the dotism, in order to create a mosaic effect, you have to kind of blend 3 shades of a color. Okay, so you look at the color of the red amber. It's like an amber, pretty much. Okay, so the entire painting, for all the rays, they all gonna have one color in common. So because I don't want to have rays that look so fragmented and look so different, so I always put one color of the dust that is the same in all the rays. So it's gonna be that one, champagne gold. Can you see? It's really neat, a really neat light gold. Okay, so this one is gonna be on all, because they're all kind of see-through, right? They're all kind of golden. So this will correspond to all. This will be the unifying color. And then for each, I'm going to take 2 shades, 1 shade lighter, 1 shade darker of the oil. Okay, so this one is going to have a rose gold and copper. Okay, so this is going to be the 3 for the root chakra. All right, I think that's it for our root chakra. I hope you found it interesting to learn about new oils and remedy, and kind of see a spiritual aspect, cultural aspect. Let's pull one card real quick about my oracle, Mother Earth Mandala Oracle. That is red also, so I thought it would be great. Ask a question. Close your eyes. Ask a question. Wow. Crazy. Parallel worlds. So parallel worlds, for me, this is an amazing answer. My question in my head, you know, I want to work at the United Nations. I've been in a recruiting process. I've posted my videos online. I put 6 applications, and I said that if I go work at the United Nations, I will bring my painting Parallel Worlds. I would love to have that painting there at the headquarters in New York City. I just want it to have it at the visitor center, so people who come here, they can see the painting. Every time you're in front of a painting, it opens up a window, it downloads information, it's just conversation opener, healing. I don't know, it's this one mostly blue. The blue is the color of the United Nations. And my questions when I close my eyes is like, is this really going to happen? Am I really going to go work there? And I pull out this painting. And so it's my manifestation card. I will have my painting at the UN headquarters. This will be my little legacy there to people to enjoy. It represents so much, you know, all the doors of the heart, all the parallel worlds, the possibilities, the partnerships, the organizations, the center of energy, the expansion, the electricity. Let's see, let's read the booklet. So, I don't know what your question was. Let's read the booklet. Maybe it means something for you. Okay, I had to find the booklet. Okay, so, have you ever wondered what your life would be if you had made different choices at some point? If you had taken other directions, where would you be? How different would your life be? What about your favorite people and environment? Each of our decisions create the life we know now, but what if? What if there was one or many other yous in a parallel world, creating a different life led by other choices and priorities? Dive into this mandala to unlock the doors. Where is it? Dive into this mandala to unlock the doors between these parallel worlds. Use your unlimited imagination to explore these other lives and connect with your most secret fantasies, dreams, and abilities. Yes, I believe that all these dreams, these opportunities that you have, this is potential that you have within you. Okay, so essentially, you could be, I don't know, you could be a teacher in Peru, you could be working at the United Nations, you could be, I don't know, a gallery owner in France, and all this is things that live within you. All your dreams, they show all your potential that you have. And I believe that sometimes you can also be many things at the same time. So it's good to dream because it gives you your directions that you want to put in your life. And also when you align with one of the realities or the other, see how you're feeling, okay? Are you feeling excited about it? Are you feeling kind of, yeah, that's cool, but you know, or yeah, I would love to do that, but man, I would be missing out on that. You know, see how you're feeling, and it will give you the direction on what to work for, and insist, you know, to actually make it happen. Because there's so many times in our lives that we have a dream, we want to go work there or do that, and it's too difficult, and then you give up and you go to something else, and you lower your standards and you lower your standards. And I think that all this journey, even on my business, seeing how it hasn't been financially profitable, but at the same time, it will be maybe in my career profitable. It will serve me in the long term. It will serve people in the long term as well. So in terms of legacy, I know I've done everything that I could with what I had at this moment. So at least you don't have the regrets, you know, later. You know, you've done everything you could. You didn't just give up and then 10 years later be like, oh, maybe if I insisted just a little bit more, it would have worked, you know. So this is from my oracle, the Mother Earth Mandala Oracle. You can find it on my publisher's website, US Game System. systems. There is one on Amazon, but I don't recommend buying on Amazon because there is one among 20 that are fake versions of it. There is a fake version that is being commercialized on Amazon, Etsy for like $4, $5, and it doesn't have a booklet. Okay, so if you want to be sure that you're having the right version, that is in good quality, that is in a beautiful box with the nice cards, the booklet, and supporting the creators, you know, then go to my publisher's website. It's $22, and it's really beautiful. It has all of my artwork in it with a little booklet, and they're great conversation openers. If you have friends coming with for dinner or something like that, you can have it on the table, pull a card, and then start a discussion, for example. Or for you in your guidance every day. Many times I open one of my oracles, ask a question, or for a painting, if I need inspiration for the colors, I will put a card from the Isis oracle or from the gateway of light oracle or stuff like that. Okay, so they're great for creativity, for inspiration, helping you with guidance, remembering always that your best guidance is your own intuition and your sensations. Okay, your senses are your GPS. This is why I'm introducing these oils and these different senses also in my workshops, so we can be more in tune with, you know, when sometimes you hear something, you have an information, you have goosebumps, you know. I know sometimes when I have some like paranormal stuff happen to me, or I feel like there is a presence, or I'm like yesterday when I took my nap in front of the sun and I woke up, I read the book and they're telling me literally, if you want to heal something, go in the sun, get the sun rays, you know, they will activate the blood and the healing, the regenerating the cells. And if you don't feel like you're ready, you're always ready because you're divinely guided and stuff. And I read all this and I had goosebumps because I was like, man, I was just telling myself this like an hour ago and now I'm reading it. So you really feel aligned, a confirmation. Also, at the beginning when you have intuitions and stuff, it's good to have confirmations because they give you more self-confidence that, oh yeah, I was right. I am on the right path. Oh, I must continue. Okay? Confirmation, confirmation. Of course, if you have a passion, something, you're doing something and you have someone who comes here, oh, look at you, lazy, you're taking a nap again. This is not how you're going to find a job, huh? Blah, blah, blah. You know what I mean? You know, you keep going, but you always have these heads that are like, oh yeah, maybe I am, oh man. See, no, you needed a nap, you're regenerating your body. Now you have twice as much information coming. Trust your intuition. Okay, 30 minutes. This is way more than I wanted to do, 10 minutes. But also, you know, we're in this culture of 90 seconds. Don't you think it's outrageous that we can't post videos more than 90 seconds on Instagram now, unless it's a live? Or is it just mine? I don't know, maybe you need a certain amount of followers. That's people's attention span now, like 90 seconds, that's all you got. You know, you want a topic, go deep in the topic. When you go to Tony Robbins events, it's 3 days straight for 8 hours. I tell that to my friends, they're like, oh, that's too much. Like, yeah, but if you want to actually go deep in a topic, yeah, a 90-second video, of course, it's going to give you a little answer. It's just like pulling a card from an oracle, an answer thing. But when you really want to go in a topic, have a reflection, you have to, you know, when you go to school, you go from 8 in the morning to 5 in the afternoon. So I hope you're taking the time. If you are, I'm grateful that you're taking the time to watch all these videos. I'm making them for you and also for me because I'm excited to share all these little things. Maybe you will recognize that in your own life too, and join the workshops, get access to these remedies and conversations. Then we can teach each other. Okay, I'm always happy to learn stuff from you guys as well. Okay, have a good day. See you tomorrow.